Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are on this planet. Hello, 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 and welcome. This is Soul Healings with Dana. This is a pick a card. This was a viewer's request to see what is going on in their mind. So there's got to be somebody on your mind that you're thinking about and you're curious to know what could they be thinking? What do they want to come and tell you? What do they want to talk about? I went ahead, I made 3 piles to choose from. Your timestamps, ways to book with me, ways to donate to the channel are in your description box below. You can pause the video if you need to, take your time, and I will see you at your pile. All right, pile number 1. So if this person were standing in front of you and they wanted to talk to you, there's a lot of things that they have on their mind, okay? First of all, when they think about you, they think of you as somebody who's very warm and positive, upbeat, very sunshiny like, you know. They even see you as somebody who's sexy, beautiful. If this is about a woman, you're probably thinking she's sexy, beautiful. They see you as somebody who's charming, perhaps, because we have like the knight in shining armor, somebody that's charming, but very romantic vibes here, okay? The chemistry is real. The chemistry is real, and they see you as somebody who's definitely that soulmate. This is a soulmate's connections energy, okay, guys? So what gets me here is the fact that this is a person that is holding this information back here. I think their genuine feelings, their honest to God feelings is what they're holding in here, okay? They want to express this to you, but they kind of put the brakes on in 2 of these energies, okay? They kind of pull back. There's this hesitation. They withdraw from this. And in this energy, I'm kind of gathering the reasons why they're doing this here. But if you're feeling like we hit it off just perfectly, everything seemed to be going well, there was lots of great communication between the 2 of us, and then this person kind of just went quiet. This is a situation that's coming through here, okay? Now, when we're in the four of air, this is a time of pause, okay? We're pausing in these energies, and this is an intentional kind of pause. And I honestly believe that this is a feeling for this person that is quite overwhelming, okay? This is a very, very overwhelming. They probably have never experienced a connection like this before. So it might give them the feeling that they are just not sure what to do, okay? It's pretty obvious that they're kind of stuck in between 2 worlds here, okay? That's obvious. But what is really happening with this person is that they're not necessarily making a move. They're not pushing this connection forward, mainly because they're still hung up on some things that recently just happened to them in this energy, okay? So they're in this in-between kind of mode where I don't understand this connection, but I'm still thinking about things in the past here, you know, that kind of thing. And that's what's kind of preventing them from moving forward here, okay? Normally in this messenger of fire, we're talking about being impulsive, being lustful, you know, taking on that adventure, taking that action, moving things along here. But here, this is lack of progression, okay? This person is not quite ready to really move into this connection, okay? Because I just heard the words, because they're a little sour about the past here. They're a little sour here, okay? But don't lose sight of the fact that this is a person that does have they're in their feelings about you, okay? They're in their feelings about you. I think this is just a matter of time of them working out what's going on inside of their head, what's inside of their heart, and eventually getting to a place where they're comfortable with making this connection move forward here, okay? Because this is a brand new beginning in this connection, okay? Again, I feel like this is a person, like I said earlier, this is an intentional pause. They pause this on purpose. They're taking their time with this. So we can't rush this kind of energy because they're not quite ready, okay? They're not going anywhere, okay? They're not going anywhere. Their mind has been on you, and they want to tell you these things, but there's a sense of insecurity with this energy, okay? Let's be honest, okay? There's a sense of insecurity. I think that it's almost like they've gained so much wisdom about the past that they don't want the same things to happen to them over and over again. I guess that's the feeling that I'm getting with this. There's this hesitation to move forward because they want it right this time. They want this connection to be right. Yeah, there's just a sense of maturity with this. They've realized that they're older now. They need to, get it right. Basically, is how I feel. They want to just get this right. But this is somebody who's in their deepest feelings, and they've never been this deep before with anybody else, or even just the thought of you. They're really, really way deep in this emotion. Okay, they're not going anywhere. Okay, they're not. But if you're experiencing like this feeling of maybe they're hesitating, or they've kind of cut back on the communication, it's simply because I feel that they're not quite ready for it, okay? And I feel like they're eventually going to come and talk to you about this, okay? There's a sense of comfort that this person needs to feel in order to explain to you everything that's been going on here, okay? And that's going to happen the more you get to know each other here, okay? In some ways, what I'm hearing in my head is that this person is moving the connection slower because they want to see, they're looking for like the red flags, okay? They're looking for things that might, I don't want to say rub them the wrong way, but they're just being very, very cautious. Very, very cautious. Again, this is very possible that this is a person that's been hurt here, okay? Because this is why they're stuck. This is why they're stuck, okay? But nonetheless, the feelings are deep here. Very, very deep here, okay? They do consider you a soulmate. They think of you as a soulmate. That chemistry is there. And they eventually do make a decision. They do come around. They do want to start something new here with you, okay? Again, I feel like they're listening to their higher self when in this connection too. They're really, really listening. And again, they're again, what they're saying to me is that okay, they're explaining this to me again. Okay, so basically this person is just making sure that their next couple of steps are the healthier choices for them, okay? Healthier decisions, healthy choices. Again, it's almost like they're ready to be in a marriage, okay? A marriage. They're done with the games. Again, there's that maturity coming through here. They're done with games. They want that family. They want that family feeling of coming home every day from work, to somebody that they love, you know, that kind of a feeling where they can just kick back, relax, and enjoy the company of somebody that they love here. Okay, this is what this person is after. But that's their end game. That's exactly what they're after, okay? But they are definitely taking their time to move this connection along, only because they don't want history to repeat itself, okay? But like I said, with the Fool's card here, all of this turns out just fine here, okay? It's just a matter of giving this person some time, some space, and they're eventually going to come and talk to you about this, okay? They're really looking for somebody who's going to really listen to them on a soul level here, okay? They're looking for somebody who's going to be compassionate about where they've been. A lot of compassion is coming through here, okay? They need somebody to be very understanding of what this is, you know, of what they've been through, of where they want to go. It's like that feeling of they're just done playing games with people. They're done playing games here. But, you know, in this Strength card, you know, that's also an energy that talks about, you know, gaining that clarity. They're working on just getting clear. They're getting clear as to what they want here, okay? They gain a lot more confidence in this Strength card as well, okay? They gain a lot more confidence. They're trying to get a little bit more control over their emotions. And in these two energies, we are talking about somebody who is really going with the flow. They're really going with the flow of the situation. They're not in a big hurry. Again, it is because of the troubles of their past. And they're just being responsible about it. You know what I'm saying? They're still here. They want to be responsible about moving forward in the future. They are looking for the best positive outcome in this connection in their life. So just hang in there, okay? Hang in there. We have to allow this person, again, that time, that space we have to allow them to clear this up in their mind. Okay, this is what they're doing. They need this time, they need this space. They're not going to respond well. They're not going to respond too well if there's an additional pressure on top of them. Because they're already feeling very overwhelmed. Okay, they're already overwhelmed, and I don't think that they need the additional pressure, the additional, well, are we going to get together or not kind of thing. You don't want to question this person right now. You're going to just allow them to come to you. They're going to come to you. They're going to share this to you. And it's in their pace. It's at their pace is what I feel like I should be saying to you. This is at their pace, okay? But again, keep in mind how they're really feeling here. They feel this connection. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful, okay? Again, this all develops over time through the conversations that you have with each other, okay? There will be times that they may hold back just a little bit of information, not to scare you off. But what it all comes down to is just really getting inside of each other's head, getting inside of each other's heart, listening to each other, and being comfortable. This person needs that comfort to move forward here, okay? So eventually, these are the things that this person is going to come around and tell you. You know, they're going to tell you how they feel about this connection. They're going to tell you where exactly they want to take this connection. Okay? So, be a listener. Go with the flow, just like this person is doing. Don't rush it. Okay? Allow them to kind of work it all out in their head, because they eventually do here. Okay? So, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this, okay? Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if this has resonated. I will see you in our next video. Bye, guys. All right, pile number 2. So if this person were standing in front of you, what are some things that they would tell you? First of all, we're dealing with somebody who has no plans for the future, okay? They lack any kind of direction as to anything that they want in their life. They don't know. They're really all over the place, okay? They don't have any goals. They don't have any dreams. They're kind of just going with the flow of life. In some ways it's okay, but in some ways you have to set goals for yourself. You have to push yourself. And it's really because there's so much learning to be done when you can set a goal for yourself and at least attempt it, you know what I'm saying? But this person is just like, I don't really know what I want in my life. It's obvious, okay? I don't know what I want in my life. So I'm just kind of taking it and going with whatever shows up for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a lack of immaturity in some ways, but overall, we're dealing with somebody who definitely has been struggling in relationships. They're struggling with life. Very out of alignment with who they are, truly who they are. They're out of alignment as to what direction they're going, okay? So this person is very, besides being all over the place, they are just, you know, it's like in these two energies here, they probably are bouncing in and out of your life, okay? They come in, they test the waters. It's like they put their toe in, they put their toe in the waters. They kind of test it. They might, you know, say something playful and goofy to you. And you might think, oh, good, they're back. They're ready for a relationship. But I honestly don't feel like this is somebody who wants anything serious here. Okay. In that page of waters, especially sitting next to the patience card, where we're looking at somebody who's, you know, not only are they testing the waters, but they're they just are more curious about things than anything. You know, they're more curious about, like, hey, what have you been up to? More curious about, in some ways it feels like it's like breadcrumbing you, keeping you on a leash, something like this, because I get the overall feeling that they just bounce in and out of your life, okay? They may talk to you, communicate with you for maybe just a couple of weeks. The next thing you know, you're kind of sitting out in the cold wondering what the heck just happened, right? So I don't know, with a person like this and their energies, not in them, just not knowing what the heck they want. I mean, and you're probably sitting there thinking, I want to be married, I want to have children, I want this. This is a person who has no clue. None whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? They might get started on little projects and doing little things here and there, but they just never make any kind of progress, okay? So it's really interesting. It's really interesting, you know, how they probably come around, they tell you, I want a future with you. I want a brand new beginning with you. I want a new, blah, 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 blah. But then they go somewhere. They go off and they go hiding, and this kind of leaves you sitting here like, what? Like, what's going on here, This could be, in some ways, like a player's energy. But it's just because they don't have any goals or dreams or aspirations for their life, okay? you know, probably in some ways, I don't think they even make money in these two energies. I don't even feel like they're making the proper amount of money. You know, maybe they're just job hopping or taking on little jobs here and there just to have some cash in their pocket, but they never really came up with a game plan for their life. Okay, they don't have anything solid. They themselves don't have a solid foundation of their own life. Okay, um, which is a little troublesome, especially if you are the viewer that is wanting and serious about, you know, moving on with your life in a way that brings you complete happiness. You know, again, with all of like your material and emotional needs being met here, but in this energy, I don't feel like it's ever going to happen that way here. Okay, you know, these two sitting side by side, I think that, you know, you might be given the impression that they are, you know, serious, but they're not. Okay, they're not really that serious here. And this religious factors, if you've been watching my channels for a while, guys, you're going to hear more than what's on this card for me, because that energy always hits me a little differently. I always get the feeling that there's distance in this card. There's emotional distance, emotional immaturity in this. There's physical distance. Okay, there's also like bodies of water that completely separate the two of you. Okay, there's communication via text messages, via internet, dating websites, things like this. That's the way this card always hits me, guys. On top of the religious factors for this energy. Okay, but nonetheless, this is probably somebody who, you know, likes the distance. They like to have that distance because, and in some ways, they're embarrassed. There's an embarrassment, you know, because they don't necessarily have their stuff together. Okay, so in some ways they might be telling you that they have this, and this, and they're ready for this, and they're kind of just feeding you what you want to hear, telling you what you need to hear. But behind the scenes, what you don't know, what you don't see, is that this person has hardly any money. They, in some ways, I don't even feel like they have an education. There's no education here. They're not serious about anything in their future. Okay, so how can they be serious about this connection? Okay, again, they go with the flow so well that they don't even have to make an effort in their life. They don't have to make any kind of effort. See, this is going with the flow. Okay, going with the flow. They're just going with the flow of life, you know, and that's concerning. That's concerning, because if you're going with the flow of life, how are you making money? Like, how are you supporting yourself? How are you taking care of yourself? Where's your financial stability here? It's not there. So you want to make sure that this person is not bouncing in and out of your life. Okay, up here, telling you what you need to hear. Can I borrow some cash? This kind of thing. You want to make sure that they're not doing this to you, especially if they're on the internet. Okay, again, they take the playful approach to you. They play around. They're playing around with emotions here. Okay, the loyal heart is in reverse. Okay, I don't know if you guys have recalled me talking about that card. I talk about that card pretty extensively, but normally when this card is upright, we're talking about the happy ever after. This is actually tying into this card here for me too as well, guys. Okay, so, but normally in some bird species, we're talking about birds that mate for life. They get together and they say, you are my mate for life. Yeah, they literally sit on a branch and they talk to each other just like that. You're my mate for life. No, I'm just joking. But here they stay loyal. They're loyal and true to each other from beginning to end. When their mate dies, they don't breed again. They don't get with another mate. They live their life until they die, right? But here we are in a person that's probably, like I said, bouncing in and out of your life, playing with your emotions, playing with your heart, telling you what you need to hear. Hey, can I hit you up for some money? I don't have money. But in the end of this is what they do to you. This is what they do. They're not serious about anything moving forward, okay? That Ace of Fires in reverse. Sorry, I have so many cards out. I'm trying to make bigger piles for each one of these videos. That ace of fire, okay? This would normally be like full steam ahead. No, we put the brakes on. This is lack of progress. Lack of progress pushes you back out in the cold, probably calls you a couple weeks later, a couple months later. Hey, how you doing? How you been? This kind of energy. To be fair, this is an energy that they wouldn't tell you. Okay? I know this is a pick a card. What does he really want to tell you? These are things that he wouldn't tell you. Because he likes this game. He likes to play around here. Okay? He's not serious about anything. So, if he were standing in front of you and he had or she had the cojones to tell you, they would say, I'm not serious about anything I've ever said to you before. But who's going to say that, right? Who's going to say that? Nobody. So, again, guys, this is the general energy. Please take what resonates, leave the rest on the floor. If you know in your heart, you feel like this is ringing true to your heart, it's time to start listening to yourself, okay? Asking yourself, is this happening to me? And asking yourself, where do you want to be in your life, okay? All right, so let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye. All right, pile number 3. So if we could get this person that's on your mind to stand in front of you, talk to you, here are some things that they would probably share with you. It's interesting. 2 things happened to me when I was setting up these cards. First of all, I could smell green apple Jolly Rancher candy, which is so weird. Second of all, I heard road to recovery. Okay, I don't know how this ties into here yet, but we're gonna find out, right? It's gonna be one of you guys eating something like that, and you're gonna tell me in the comments, because that has happened every single time I start talking about something like this. It's weird. Just deal with me, okay, guys? All right, let's do this. Okay, so this is interesting. It's interesting. I don't necessarily feel like this person. They're kind of all over the place, kind of like pile 1. I was really hoping for some really, really uplifting, positive, amazing energies to come through, but pile 1 is probably the most lighter-hearted one. This one and pile number 2 have been kind of heavy here, okay? They're kind of heavy. Anyways, we're dealing with somebody who subconsciously is dealing with a lot of stuff here, okay? A lot of secrets are coming through, and this is the part of the reading where I get alarmed. This is alarming for me, okay? We're dealing with somebody who is not quite they're not quite ready to express to you how they're feeling about you, and or they have been lying to you about something here. And it gets a little more concerning when I have the Magician in reverse. because the magician for me is usually a person that manipulates situations, okay? So you want to make sure in this energy, okay, that you're not being manipulated, okay? We want to make sure of this. And it's really a matter of you just asking yourself, taking a step back, kind of being the observer of this situation. Observe. This way you can honestly ask yourself this question. Okay, do I feel manipulated in this energy? Okay, we want to make sure that you're not feeling this, okay, or dealing with that. Anyways, this person has been definitely holding back their truest feelings. Again, their road to recovery. There's something about recovering in here, okay? Bear with me just a second, okay? So they're holding back. They're holding back a lot of their truest feelings. They're trying to gain some clarity here, okay? A lot of mental clarity is what's being called for in this person. I get the feeling that this is why this person might be at a distance from you. They might have created some boundaries around you. They might have been very direct in their communication. You know, the Queen of Air, she can come across as somebody who's a little, I don't want to use, she's a little sharp with her tongue. Let's just put it that way. So I don't get dinged by YouTube for a bad word, okay? Let's keep it clean. But anyways, there were some obvious boundaries set here, okay? And I feel like it's coming through from this person, okay? I don't think there are things that they're not quite ready to talk to you about. They're not quite ready to express to you. In some ways, it doesn't. In some ways, it's all about they get stuck on listening to their own worst. Like, they're their own worst enemy here, okay? They really are listening to their own negative critic. Like self-sabotaging thoughts, things like this, okay? It's on the surface, they might come across as somebody who seems to have it all together, but really deep down inside, when I feel this together, they don't have it together, okay? Emotionally, okay? But they're working on it. That's the bright side of this reading here, is that I feel like they're working on it. Again, road to recovery is coming through. They're working on this here. Okay? This is soul searching. We're doing some introspecting here. And this is probably, you know, what they were saying to you. They just kind of prefer to be alone right now. They want to be alone right now. Okay? For you, this might come across as somebody who's keeping secrets to themselves. But we're talking about energies. These two energies are more about like poor timing. When we have them sitting side by side, we're looking at very poor timing for this person. Okay? Again, you have to take what resonates with this reading, and anything that I say or anything that anybody else says in a reading. Taking only what is ringing true to your heart. You have to leave the rest of this on the floor, okay? You can't take all of this and force this into your life, okay? Make it fit, okay? So this person doesn't feel like this is the right time for them to move into a serious committed relationship. I do believe that they eventually come and talk to you about this. Oh, here, I didn't even see the very soon card down there, guys. But it's not going to happen right away. Okay? I know, I always say that the call card for me always has more than the regular traditional tarot meaning, but it's like they will call. They will call, they will talk, they will communicate with you, okay? They will open up that doorway of communication here via text message, internet, something like this, okay? But for right now, they are working on something that is, they keep using that road to recovery. This is a recovery for them, okay? They're doing away with possible things, people, places, situations that are no longer good for them, okay? You could even tie in the words addiction in this. It is very possible that they are covering up some kind of addiction. They're working through some kind of addiction, but there is definitely some kind of healing here that is taking place, okay? Because we're talking about the rebirth of something new here for them, okay? I think they're learning how to love themselves fully and completely, okay? This is a person in this current energy. This is a person who does not love themselves, but they're learning how to make it happen. They're learning they're understanding what love is. They're understanding what love is. And they're understanding that that they have to love themselves first before they can fully love somebody else. Okay? That's part of this journey. They've been working with their spirit guides, their angels, on the true definition of what self-love is here. And it's really tying into self-care as well, because it's all about them finding their inner light again. They're finding that inner light. They're listening to their inner guidance, okay? Now, a vast majority of this energy, they have no reason why they're turning inward. They're looking inside. They're trying to find that inner light. They're not spiritual like us. So if you were saying, oh, you're working with your spirit guides and angels, they're going to look at you cross-eyed because they're not quite awake yet, okay? So when I use that terminology, it's very different for other people. For most of you guys, you understand this terminology. You understand what they're doing here, okay? They're working on themselves, okay? They really are working on themselves, okay? I think there's a slight sense of shame. There's a slight sense of shame that there are things yet to be healed in this energy for them. So they kind of cover it up. They keep it a secret, they hold back, and they've realized that this is very, very poor timing for them. Okay, this is very poor timing. However, even though they've set boundaries with you, they've probably have pulled away from this connection. There's a sense of direct communication that's going to come through here, okay? They're going to eventually come forward and say, listen, in a way, I feel like there's an apology here, but I feel like they once again say, listen, I'm working on myself right now. I have a lot of decisions I want to make. I want the best things for myself right now. I'm sorry if I made you feel like this was going to happen in the next couple of days between us, or I'm sorry if I made you think that we were going to get married and live happily ever after. But the Queen of Air, this is what she does. She steps forward and she says what's on her mind. The secrets of what's happening here are eventually going to be revealed, okay? It's not going to happen overnight, guys, okay? So you're going to have to be patient with this person, okay? They're very, very all about, like, making their lives better. They're working on that first, is the feeling that I'm getting here. Again, for them, this is really bad timing. Really bad timing. Okay, so this person is also working on forgiving the past here. They're working on this. I honestly believe that this is a message directly to the viewer as well here. Okay. Now, you know, when we have energies like this, and you know, if you can say that this person is dealing with something here, okay, a couple different things they're dealing with, if you can honestly say for that, state that as a fact, there's no reason to judge this person because they're having a hard time in life, okay? There's no reason to make them feel bad about what they're dealing with here. There's no reason to walk away from somebody who, regardless of if they set boundaries with you or they may have pushed you away a little bit, that kind of thing, regardless if they've done that to you, that doesn't mean that you have to walk away. You can still keep in contact with this person, be there as a friend, love them, take, you know, and help them through this, okay? Help them achieve their goal here. Okay, I think this is what this person is really asking for in this time, is not so much about a romantic relationship, not so much about, you know, thinking so long term. I think they're focused on the here and now, and how do I heal the here and now. Okay, again, they need the support. They don't need somebody to put pressure on them to force them into being ready. That makes sense what I'm saying here, okay? So really, if you're feeling like this is resonating with you, and this is the person that you've been thinking about, and you understand that they're going through something crazy here, be the observer. Be the observer in the situation. You know, what if you were in this person's position, what would you want in your life? Okay? Would you want support? Would you want judgment or anything like that in your life? And obviously, you know what the obvious choice is here. But it's important for you to take a step back and kind of analyze the situation. Okay? Now, if you have found yourself to be a victim of this person, okay, this is another side story, guys, but if you have found yourself to you know, maybe this person did manipulate you, maybe this person did lie to you, they did cheat on you, they stabbed you in the back, and I almost feel like in some of this energy, somebody was very aggressive, like there was an aggression towards each other. You guys got very aggressive towards each other, okay? If this is your scenario, it's going to be also important for you to love yourself first here, okay? I feel like that love yourself first card should be out here to talk to you about this. But, you know, you taking care of you and you forgiving and learning it's the key ingredient to separating yourself from this situation. If you feel that you need to get away from this person, but look for the lesson, take the lesson, forgive this person, and walk away. If that's what your heart is telling you to do, it's time to walk away from this, okay? It's like my mood just changed for some of you guys. It's like I'm saying, you know what, I'm done with the games. I'm done with you lying to me. You're always, you know, keeping secrets from me. I caught you doing this. You've been manipulating me the whole time. Bada, bada, bada. You know, walk away from this. Walk away from this, because here you are. You keep yourself here, okay? So I'm sorry that there were two stories to come out of this, but, you know, the one half of this is a very sensitive person who just needs a friend right now, and this is what they would tell you, okay? And if they're not directly telling you that, then this is what they're trying to gain the courage to tell you, is I just need a friend right now, okay? Things are too complicated in my life, and I don't want to drag you down into this, okay? On the other hand, this manipulator, user, abuser, sneaky behavior, blah, 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 blah. I think what you need to be telling this person is that you're done with it. You're done with it. You love yourself too much. You know? Stand in this Queen of Air energy, especially in reverse. She'll slice your head right off, right? Off with your head, she says, okay? So, let me know in the comments below. how you guys are feeling about this, and make sure to give the video a thumbs up if this resonated. I love you guys bunches. See you in the next video. Bye.